So you asked what was the most annoying thing about school. I think it was the fact that I felt the need to continue through school because I didn't want to be the college blogger who dropped out of college.
That is true. That's true.
That was the thing for me. I think in general, I'm not somebody who hates traditional education like maybe Gary Vee does. I think it works for a lot of people. What I don't like about it is it doesn't adapt to the changing pace of how the world works fast enough. A lot of times it kind of exists to protect its own interests, and it often does not emphasize real world experience. I remember going into a senior level MIS class, so 3 years into the college experience, and the first day of class, the professor says, all right, we're gonna go around the room, do that thing where everyone raises their hand up, says their name. I want you to tell your name, your major, and how much IT experience you have. And at this time, I had, I think, 3 on-campus jobs, removing viruses from computers, building websites, fixing people's computers. I had done my corporate internship, and I'd run a freelance business. So I had to list all that off.
No big deal.
No big deal, yeah. And it's kind of funny, you go into college thinking that everyone is going to be super competitive, and if you don't basically sprint on the treadmill, you're going to get left behind. That was a wake-up call because 90% of the class said no experience. As seniors.
You're going to, I think, no matter if you're in college or you just have a job, you're going to get out as much as you put into it. And that's proof.
Yep.
Man.
So the way I view college is just a more concentrated bundle of opportunities professionally and in terms of educational development. And what we're seeing now is the internet is basically bringing that concentration everywhere. So every single day it gets less and less useful from that standpoint. There's still definitely a lot of value in the local physical things, but there's so much you can learn anywhere. Khan Academy, brilliant, Skillshare,
Khan
YouTube,
Academy
whatever it
me
is.
So much.
Yeah, it's just insane.
Yeah.
I actually, you ever heard of Code Academy?
Yes.
It's a great website for learning everything but PHP, actually. And my best friend went into a senior MIS class, and one of the projects in paid for college was to go complete a Code Academy assignment. So it's just funny, and teachers tell me, I'm using your videos in my class. So I don't want to say that school is useless, but it's becoming more the case that you can do almost anything on the internet. The other values I would say are, number one, the signaling value. So that by that I mean completing a program of education gives you a piece of paper that is essentially a signal to employers who are trying to triage applications that, hey, at least this person was able to make it through this 4-year program. So that's something I can use as a foothold. I can understand why huge companies have done that, especially now having had to go through 250 applications to hire a writer, things like that. I understand why they use triaging methods. It's a filter. But again, as you get more startups, as you get more scrappy companies built by people like possibly you who didn't graduate college.
I'm just can you do this?
Exactly.
And that's the only thing I'm worried about.
You get founders who understand that signaling value is essentially useless because they know all these college kids didn't get any real world experience. So they're only good at getting A's on assignments. Or at least that's all I can know about them from their degree. I just hired an editor actually, and
Congrats.
going through. I'm very happy that I finally got through my applications there. And hopefully it works out.
It's hard to find someone to do creative work for you.
It's
as
tough.
Well, how was that process? Was that a long thing?
I'll go through it because I'm guessing you're going to also have listeners who are going to get to the point where you want an editor. So I'll talk about that in a second here. But going through the applications, I never asked about credentials, and I did not even read the answers they gave me until I clicked on their work. That was the first thing I clicked on. First question was, link me to your best editing. Watch that. If I didn't like it, I'm not even reading the rest.
Because why?
Show me you can do the work. And I think we're getting so many more people who can do that. The last value for college, though, and this is something that I don't think quite goes away, is the fact that some people need more structure and guidance at a certain time of their life. That's why some people do so well in the military. My mom was, she wasn't doing well when she was in high school, partly because of a bad family life. And then she went into the Air Force and she excelled because they gave her structure, they told her what to do, and she just got full marks on everything. Some people do really well with that at a younger stage in their lives. I view college as sort of like an in-between where it's not like get up at 7, ROTC roll call lineup, drop down, give me 50, Gomer Pyle. But it is a curriculum.
Yeah.
And you've got a schedule. And then some people are that autodidactic type who can go out and just create a career for themselves. And I would say that you and I are both like that. Mm-hmm. So for the people who are still in that middle category, something like college does make sense if they can afford it.